Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag live if you're watching live, hashtag replay if you're on replay. So today I want to talk about this underlining issue about digestion and foods that are potentially bothering you without you really truly being aware. So one of the things that I pride myself on in our coaching program is bringing awareness to lots of things, whether it be the way you felt after you ate a certain food, or whether it be just awareness of, past triggers, emotional stress, work stress, relationship stress, etc. Awareness is a really huge superpower, because when you become aware of things, you can do something about it. But if you're not aware of it, you just continually operate on a robotic nature of just doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which is the definition of insanity. So let's bring light to some awareness as it relates around food. So what I find very common with clients is they'll say, I feel bloated after such and such, or I'm eating well, but I'm still retaining a lot of fluid. I'm bloated. I'm not losing weight, etc. Well, if we dive deeper into the foods and its relationship with how you're digesting it, we can kind of find out, is this food appropriate for you? Because, are you allergic to it? Is it providing some type of inflammatory response that's allowing you to feel like shit? And again, going against what it is that you're trying to do as it relates to your fat loss. So what I'll have clients do a lot of the times is do a food recall. And it's not from the standpoint of I want to be able to evaluate exactly what it is that they eat. I want to know, how is the response happening in your body? How do you feel after you eat it? So the three things that we're going to look at here is when you ate, so what time it was that you ate certain food or whatever meal it was, what was it that you ate, and then 30 minutes after you ate it, how did you feel? Now this may seem very elementary, but this is really about finding facts, because what I'll find is a lot of times when people eat later at night, they're going to make worse choices because of boredom, stress. It's just what they've been accustomed to doing. There may be some type of emotional trigger, stress response, etc. And it'll end up having some type of negative effect with the way that they feel. So we can go in, become more aware of the situation, which thus we can then correct the situation. Also, what I'll find is when you may be eating a certain food that is causing some type of inflammatory response. Now, I'll use myself as an example. I've been lifting for 21 years, 22 years, whatever the number is, and for the longest time, after a workout, boom, I'm down in a protein shake. Well, about 4 or 5 years ago, I started to realize that every time that I would drink that protein shake, number one, I would get super bloated. Number two, I would have like this brain fog. And number three, I just felt really lethargic. And I wasn't self-aware enough to know what was happening. Well, I had someone have me do this same thing. And what I found is 30 minutes after I had that protein shake, all of these things started to happen. And it was a result because of the fact I was allergic to whey protein, which for anybody that does any type of heavy lifting, you're used to just downing a protein shake. It's just what you did. It's how I was raised in the business of, you work out, you got to get in that anabolic window, you got to down the protein shake. Well, what ended up happening is I had to reduce it, or actually just take it completely out of my routine and my diet, and I started to notice that those things went away. So, again, when we're really becoming self-aware with the foods that we eat, we have to also be aware with what they are causing within our body. It is natural from time to time to have a little bit of water retention, okay? What is not natural is for something to cause you to feel bloated, to feel, like you've got brain fog, to feel lethargic, etc. So there's something wrong going on. And it possibly could be the fact that it is a food that is causing an inflammatory response within you because you have some type of allergic reaction to it. Now, how do we correct this? Well, number one, we take it out, okay? And if we take it out and this process gets better, boom. Now, it could be a favorite food, right? It could be something that you really like. I really like drinking protein shakes after my workout because it's quick, easy. I got a lot of protein in. It was just a no-brainer for me. So what I did was took it out for 3 to 4 weeks and then I reintroduced it. What I found was that the same process happened. So I had to completely take it out and have to completely evaluate how I operated my post-workout meal. So could be a reintroduction of the food to see if it still has the same response, but at the end of the day, if it continues to cause you the same bloated, lethargic feeling, probably not the best food for us to introduce into your body. So I'll have this, this little diet recall or food recall, drink recall, to evaluate where people are and see what's happening within their body. It's really super important for us to be aware of what's going on, because if we're not aware, we can't do anything about it. So, #value if you found value in this video. Buff Gandhi.